What's up, big dogs? We're back making dinner again. First off, let me tell you this: the star of this dish. Don't be fooled by the chicken or anything else. The star of this dish is the hummus. Everything else, the chicken, the pita, the toppings, everything else is just an accoutrement. Okay, the hummus is the star because the hummus is just the best thing. That was great, and I was as shocked as you are about that. The peanut butter hummus with the black beans, amazing. I'm still shocked by that. Anyway, you saw the chicken. It's boneless, skinless chicken thighs, seasoned with salt, pepper, garlic, SPG. Again, I'm lazy. I've said it 1,000 times by now, and I'll say it 1,000 more. I'm just lazy. It is who I am. I'm always going to be lazy. It's part of who I am. It's a character flaw, etc., etc., etc. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, whatever. Anyway, back to the hummus. The peanut butter replaces the tahini. It adds a lot of flavor, a lot of creaminess, and then I personally don't like garbanzo beans, and a lot of other people don't like garbanzo beans either. Chickpeas, whatever you want to call them. So sub it out with black beans, no big deal. Bean is a bean is a bean is a bean is a bean. It's fiber. It is what it is. But yeah, black bean hummus. Instead of the tahini, use the black beans. No big deal. I'm not a food scientist. I don't know a lot about food. I cook it, sure, but I'm not about to sit here and talk to you about the ins and outs of different beans because I am not knowledgeable on the subject matter. You know what I mean? So, to me, they're all beans. But yeah, you want 2 cans of black beans, drain them out, rinse them. I don't know what the juice that comes with them is called, and I'm not gonna begin to try to bullshit my way through it because I don't know. So it just is what it is. If you ever made hummus before, you blend it up into a paste type situation. Big old fancy word for a puree. Well, puree is the fancy word for paste, I guess. Anyway, normally you can do it in a food processor, which was what I was going to do. Do it in this cool dude food processor here. I even put the beans and the garlic in the food processor, only to find out that the food processor conveniently broke. Too bad. Unfortunate, no big deal. Go to plan B, which was using the immersion blender, which, funny enough, came with a food processor attachment. A little small, sure, but it worked. It did the job just fine. It was the perfect size. Maybe a little on the small side, but it worked. It got the job done. No problem. Put the 2 cans of beans and the garlic. No problem. Got the peanut butter and everything in there. You saw me stirring the peanut butter earlier. That is because it was a new jar of peanut butter, natural peanut butter. The oil and the peanuts separate, so you want to stir it really well to get it all mixed back together. Why does it separate? Again, not a food science person. I don't really know, and I'm not gonna make anything up and try to make anything up to sound like I know what it means, because I just really don't know. But anyway, this hummus is black beans, cumin, salt, pepper, garlic. Those are your main seasonings. You need the lemon in there for acid. Then oil is the lubricant that is going to help everything stir together. I forgot to put the oil in initially, which is why it was a little bit too thick. So I added the oil, a little bit extra oil later. The lemon, I said that before. The lemon is the acid that it needs. Also some liquid in there to help it loosen up, and you transfer it into a bowl to help it mix, give it a taste, and then you're going to need to adjust your seasoning, which is essentially just adding more of everything that you had already seasoned it with, because it was a little on the dull side, which is fine. It's to be expected. But it's important to taste everything that you're making. Taste, and then taste again, and adjust your seasoning as necessary, including the oil. You texture texture is a taste. You know what I mean? So if the texture is not right, your food's not going to taste correct as well. Heat, you can add some red pepper flake. There's, you know, when it comes to measuring things, you can follow a recipe all you want, right? But sometimes recipes, I'm a firm believer that a recipe is just a guide, right? Measure things with your heart. You know what I mean? Taste. That's why it's important to taste. If there's anything I can teach anyone, and I'm not a teacher, keep in mind. But if anything I can teach anyone, it's to taste your food and adjust your seasoning. You know what I mean? Make it taste how you want it to taste. Use the recipe as a guide. You know what I mean? So just taste as you're going. Just like with the green onions here, right? There's nothing in any of these this recipe that says anything about the green onions. Why am I chopping up green onions here? Because I like green onions. I want to eat the green onions, so I'm cutting them up because I want them. I want to eat them, and I know I like them, so I'm adding them because I want them. You know what I mean? So just things like that. If you know that you like them, add them. If you know that you like something, add it. So just make your food taste how you want it to make is I guess what I'm trying to say. So again, if there's any advice I can pass, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Back to the dish. This is a glorified kind of a BS lazy shawarma type situation. It's a lazy shawarma. It's not even a shawarma. It's a disrespect to shawarma, but it is what it is. It's a shawarma, right? So pita. You're gonna toast the pita, because pita from store-bought pita, especially right out of the package, is kind of crap. But if you toast them, get them soft again, they're not too bad, right? So get the pita nice and toasted so they soften up. Get the hummus, lay it down. That's your foundation layer, right? The hummus itself, once you have it chilled into the fridge for a while, it'll thicken up. Again, but you want to heat it up a little bit so it smooths out. The heat from the pita will smooth that out a little bit and loosen it up. You spread it a little bit, no problem. Then you have your onions. Put your chicken down. You can get the chicken once you cut it up. You can stick it in Chef Mike, the hardest working guy in the kitchen. Stick it in Chef Mike for a couple 30 seconds, a minute. No problem. It's already cooked, so you're just reheating it. And then lay them out, kind of like a taco deal. It's a pita. You're cooking dinner for yourself, so you're not trying to win any contests here. You know what I mean? So, and then you lay the chicken out. Put your onion mixture on top of the chicken. I cut up some tomatoes too. I forgot to mention that, or film it for that matter too. So, but it needed some color. So, cut the tomatoes up. Put the tomatoes on top. There you go, nice and pretty. Get some good camera shots and some good lighting. With the tomatoes, it needed some color. Then get a nice bite for the flavor. For action shot, give her a good thumbs up. And listen, thank you if you made it this far. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.